Good morning and welcome to Corbett number 32. Today I'm climbing the most easterly Corbett, which is Mount Battock. I'm parked in Glen Esk near the junction at Milden Lodge. So at the junction there's a small car park, and we're going to follow this little road which comes off the main road going through Glen Esk. I'm going to follow this for a little bit before we pick up a track. So as I'm following this lane, I can see Mount Battock in the distance over there. Quite a formidable top by the looks of it. Looking at the map, it looks like it's going to be lots and lots of various Land Rover tracks, etc. today. So this is the first one that we'll be hitting, and we'll veer off onto various others as the day goes on. So I've been following the Land Rover track winding through a small plantation. I'll look back. Now I've just cleared the plantation and you can see the Land Rover track scarring the hillside over there. And we're going to follow that up to Battock, which is to the left of the summit. So we'll go over that one first, and then I'm going to come back and make it a circular and hit that top over there on the way back. So I'm at this junction of Land Rover tracks. This track here I'll be coming down on, and I'm going to go up on that track there. As you can see, it's scarring the landscape ahead. So that's a view of the top, Mount Battock. We're skirting round Battock first. So that's the Hill of Saws, which is probably the way I'm going to come back. Now I do have an option to drop down this track here and then retrace my steps, which I may very well do, I'm not sure yet. There's Mount Battock up there, big lump. So there's loads of these grouse butts on this route. I'd suggest you might want to contact the landowner prior to doing this walk, just in case there's a shoot on. Now then, I do believe that's Mont Keen over there in the distance. If you remember, that was our first Monroe when we did the Monroe challenge. I'm going to follow this little track now and head up Mount Battock, which you can see ahead over there. So here we are, Mount Battock. Quite low cloud today, so the views aren't that spectacular today, I'm afraid. So I'm leaving the top and I'm going to follow this fence line down to the Hill of Saws. Yeah, you can see the Hill of Saws just down there. Yeah, it's nice to be off the Land Rover track and on a more traditional footpath. Wow, look at that cloud coming. Mount Battock is now out of sight. So it looks like I got to the summit just in time. I'm at the top of the Hill of Saws now, and I'm going to have a dilemma in a couple of minutes as to which way to go. Crossroads again. This one takes me back to the Land Rover track just below the start of the ascent of Battock, and this was the one I'd originally planned to take. Do you know what, I'm gonna go with my original plan, because I think I've got to cut off this and cut across country at some point, which might be interesting. So looking across the glen, you can see the Land Rover track scarred into the side there, which we went up earlier. It's up in the clouds now, both Battock and Mount Battock. So we're following this Land Rover track now. I'm currently on the Hill of Turret, So we've left the Land Rover track and we're on a less defined track, let's say. It's not like a quad track, but this cuts us back down to the original Land Rover track that we started on earlier this morning. So we're back in this little plantation. We'll follow it down to the road and then back to the car. Been a very interesting walk. It reminded me an awful lot of Mont Keane, which is obviously the most easterly Munro, so it's not surprising.